Mm, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a shirt, a pair of trousers, flip-flops, no, ballerinas, and lots of things inside. Ever been in love? So many times. Love is a fantastic thing to be in. So I'm a constant lover. But not just with the person, like a guy, but I love everything about life. So always in love. Ever had a terrible breakup? Oh yes. I've had many terrible breakups, but the most terrible one I already spoke about, so you can Google it. How tall are you? I'm about 5'6". എന്ന് പറയാനാണ് എനിക്ക് താല്പര്യം പക്ഷെ 5'6" ഇല്ല കഷ്ടിച്ച്. How much do you weigh? Never ask a woman her weight and her age nana, but it's okay. Right now I think I'm about 55, 56. I'm on a severe diet to lose weight and go back to 52. So I want to be 52, but I'm about 55, 56. Any tattoos? Yeah, no tattoos at all. Any piercings? Just the normal ones. Panda used to have it. When I was about 23 or 24, I had a navel piercing. It was done in commercial street, Brigade Road, side road, uncle. So naturally, OTP, one true pairing. True pairing. I really don't know whether there's like that true pairing for anybody. It's a lot of adjustment and a lot of what do you call that? Compromises. So true pairing is depending on how willing you are to compromise and adjust and all that. So I think if you want to make anything work, anybody can make any pair work. Favorite show? I don't watch much of TV, but back in the day I used to be a huge Bold and the Beautiful viewer. When I was in like 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard, to the point when I was quite old, I used to watch it. And the greatest thing is, that show is running, which I think is fantastic. Hindi serials and Malayalam serials, Bold and the Beautiful. So I think I started really early in my life. But of late, I've been watching some fun shows as well. Recently, something I watched is Boston Legal. I like that. I like all these comedy shows, any of them. I also like all these reality shows in terms of So You Think You Can Dance and stuff like that, The Voice. I like watching shows if I get time. Favorite bands? Favorite bands? I would like to classify myself as an old school or a rock girl. I like soft rock. I like every sort of music, but one of my favorite bands would be Dire Straits. I like them a lot. So all their songs are really close to my heart. Something you miss? Right now I miss the fact that I cannot get into my old clothes. I miss it. Drastic I miss that very, very much. Favorite song? So many favorite songs. It's very difficult. Or favorite song if it's Malayalam, I really like Thenum Mayambum. If it's Hindi, I really like Pehla Nasha. If it's English, I really like all the Dire Straits songs. Like I would say I like Romeo and Juliet. I like Money for Nothing. I like some of Metallica's songs. I like everybody's songs. Yeah, I mean it's very difficult to say that. But the first songs that came to my mind, I've already mentioned. And also, I'm a soppy girl from who grew up in the 90s. So I like a lot of Bryan Adams and Bon Jovi as well. So all those crazy love songs I like. How old are you? I'm going to be 32 on April 23rd, 1982, which is not bad. Still holding it together. Zodiac sign. And a zodiac sign, April 23rd, I'm a true blue Taurian. I'm a very stubborn, strong-headed girl. Paksha, 20th to 25th, they call the period a cusp period. So, the previous sign in the reflections of Madonna Parayum. So, I come between Aries and Taurus. So, I would say I'm born as a Taurian, but I have Arian features. Stubbornness because Arians quality you look for in a partner. Still searching, but the thing is, I think the most important thing for me in my partner would be sense of humor. They should be able to take life with a pinch of salt. Everything that happens. One life you live once, live it to the fullest, do everything that you desire, travel, eat, take care of your health, but make sure that he can make me laugh, and that is number one. Everything else is secondary to that. Favorite quote? Yeah, favorite quote, I don't know whether it's a quote or anything, but ever since I've been very young, I keep saying live life to the fullest. Make it worth it. I find out that, looking at എൻ്റെ അമ്മയുടെ ലൈഫാണെങ്കിലും എൻ്റെ ഗ്രാൻഡ് പാരൻസിൻ്റെ ലൈഫാണെങ്കിലും എൻ്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സിൻ്റെ ലൈഫാണെങ്കിലും സീനിയർ ജനറേഷൻ്റെ ആൾക്കാരുടെ ലൈഫ്, എസ്പെഷ്യലി നമ്മളെ പോലത്തെ ഒരു തേർഡ് വേൾഡ് കൺട്രിയിൽ അവരവരുടെ ചുറ്റുപറ്റത്തുള്ള എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ടി they work really really hard and they compromise on their own life. They don't live it like they should have or they could have, and they save for their kids. കിട്ടുന്ന സാലറി ഒക്കെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുട്ടികളുടെ പഠനത്തിന് വേണ്ടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുട്ടികളുടെ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷന് വേണ്ടി till they get married or whatever. And our concept നോട് എനിക്ക് agree ചെയ്യാൻ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. Of course you should take care of your kids and take care of everyone and provide for everybody, but don't forget about yourself, because ലൈഫിൽ നമ്മളല്ലേ നമ്മളെ തന്നെ നോക്കാനുള്ളൂ. You have to make sure that you give yourself the best. അത് won't start very young. Once you reach a particular age, make sure you do that for yourself. So live life to the fullest and make every minute and every day count. That would be my kind of a quote. Favorite actor? I believe that it's very difficult to say favorite actors because there are so many good actors. Yeah. ചില സമയത്ത് ഒരു സിനിമ കാണുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഇയാളുടെ അഭിനയം ഇഷ്ടം, ചില സമയത്ത് വേറെ സിനിമ കാണുമ്പോൾ അയാളുടെ അഭിനയമാണ്. ബട്ട് ഇൻ ടേംസ് ഓഫ് ലുക്സ് I'll tell you, in terms of looks I'm a huge Jackman fan. Ever since X-Men വന്നതോടെ Wolverine വലിയൊരു കടുത്ത ആരാധകനാണ്. So I love the way he looks and I think he's really really hot. But in India I would say acting എന്നല്ല, പക്ഷെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു overall personality വേണ്ടി I absolutely think Shah Rukh Khan rocks as well. Not as an actor but as a star. I think he's got that X factor. Favorite color? I think like any girl, I like black, I like white, I like shades of grey. I also like blue and green of late. So any shade of khaki. Now, it's just coming. And that's what I realized. Your favorites keep changing depending on your mood and all that. So at this point, I think I'll stick to black as my constant favorite color, but I like shades of like green, different shades of green. Loud music or soft? I'm a huge party girl, so I do like my loud music. I like my electro, house, all that. But on the other side, mood based. Then socialize and party, of course I want loud music. But at that time, if I'm going to feel very very romantic, I can go sit in a place where they have ghazals happening. I can go listen to karaoke singers sing really bad in a bar. Anything mood based on and choice of loudness of music. But when I hear it about mid range. I don't want it to be too loud because it will hurt my ears, or too soft. Where do you go when you're sad? I don't like other people to see me sad. So I'll stay to myself. I'll probably just watch TV all day. Particularly I'll just stay in my room, Google things on the laptop. I'll be on Facebook reading about other people's sad stories. or if I want to feel better, I'll look at inspiring stuff to make me feel good. But if I'm sad, I don't like to show other people that I'm sad. So mostly alone. How long does it take you to shower? Kakakuli. I cannot spend a lot of time taking a shower, but I'm very clean, okay? I would say it'll take me about 15 to 20 minutes if I'm like oiling and shampooing and conditioning. But if I'm not washing my hair, it'll take me about 5 minutes or 10, maximum 5 minutes. But just about. Then it depends on all the other activities, whether you have to wax or whether you have to shave. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? The thing about me is ready otherwise I won't get ready. So if I don't have to go out till 6 o'clock in the evening, I will not get out of my bed till 6 o'clock in the evening. So whatever time I get ready, I can be ready very fast. I can be ready in like, if you're including it'll take me about half an hour, totally. But if it's for a show I take about a 2-hour gap with him because I like my own time. I like to relax and do it, and plus I have to take care of my outfit. Ever been in a physical fight? Well, physical fight, so I don't think I have been hit back. But ചെറിയ അടി അവിടെ ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ ഞാൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Physical fight ആയിട്ട് എൻ്റെ ബ്രദറിനൊപ്പം അല്ലാതെ I don't think we've really had a fight. Unless it's with your friends, തമാശയില്, but not a serious physical fight, no. Turn on. I think the main turn on for me would be a good sense of humor, intelligence. Super IQ അല്ല ലോകത്തിലെ എല്ലാം അതുപോലെ അറിയണം എന്നല്ല, പക്ഷെ ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കിനെ കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റണം. He or she should be able to keep up a conversation about herself, and I don't so I think that turns me on to a large extent. Somebody who's worldly, who knows about a lot of things, and for sure I think Adluda, if he can make me laugh, if that's a fun person who takes life very casually and simply, that's a daily turn on. Turn off. Turn off is Jnanani Logathe Sambham like megalomaniacs, you know, people who are very how do I say this? You know, they think they're the best and they're India. Whatever reasons it might be, whether it might be financial or whatever. Any reason I am because as I end up, one of my strong beliefs in life is we're all born equal, you know. Nammalde backgrounds or nammalde wealth or nothing like that should matter. Nammal and the Vyakti, adana, you know, that's what's most important. So I think that's a big turn off for me. Then a bad smell, I cannot stand it. Sometimes I think lifts la kariyalum, car la kariyalum, chala offices la poyalum, the odor is so bad. Flights, it's very very difficult, and appo jan alochikum, you know, it's not so difficult to it's very, hygiene is very important, and sometimes nammala weather it's not easy, it's very humid, but we can just carry a deodorant with us, and adippo atta expensive alla aarkum pattum. I don't mean you know ipo oru construction site il poya njan avade perfume smell aanu njan pradikshikunnilla, but especially the office environment, air conditioned environments la adu koodal shradhikkanam, because somehow it works against it, and that's very very difficult. Onnum parathillilum, it's quite difficult for me to take. The reason I joined social media, Satyam Bharna, I had no idea what it was. I just followed the pack. It has its benefits and negatives for sure. I think to a large extent the power of influencing lies with individuals now. If എനിക്കൊരു കാര്യത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ അതൊരു പോയിഗ്നന്റ് പോയിന്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് അഭിപ്രായം പറയാനും അതിനെ ഏറ്റു പറയാനും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ എഗൻസ്റ്റ് പറയാനും ഒരു സംഘം ആൾക്കാർ ഇപ്പോൾ we have in the social media. It can make stars, it can break stars, it can create stars from nothing. And I think social media benefit is the fact that a limited they have taken the world of communication to a bigger audience. Our possibilities are which is great, but on the flip side, social media kore negatives fears. I think my biggest fear would be to lose a loved one. My animals, if they leave me and go, it will be a hard fact to accept, but you know, പ്രായം കൂടുന്നവരും നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിലെ സത്യങ്ങൾ we manage to get accustomed to that. So it is a fear, പക്ഷേ it is a fear that I'm preparing for. Life means at the end of it there is death, and മരണത്തെ ഒരു കാലത്ത് ഭയങ്കര പേടിയായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പം ഐ എം ഗെറ്റിംഗ് യൂസ് ടു ഇറ്റ്, ബിക്കോസ് എൻ്റെ പ്രായം കൂടുന്നവരും എൻ്റെ ചുറ്റുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുടെ പ്രായം കൂടുകയാണ്, ആൻഡ് ഐ ഹാവ് ടു അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ഇറ്റ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡെത്ത് കെൻ കോസ് നോട്ട് ജസ്റ്റ് ദാറ്റ് പേഴ്സൺ ഗോയിങ് അവേ, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് കെൻ ഓൾസോ കിൽ our soul or the person we are, and I don't think that's right for us to be able to go ahead. So I'm definitely scared of losing my loved ones, but it's not a bad fear, it's not a crazy fear, but also fear goes down as you get older. Last thing that made you cry. അയ്യോ, ഞാനൊരു സൂപ്പർ സെൻസിറ്റീവ് ആളാണ്. ആൾക്കാരുടെ വിചാരം എനിക്ക് ഹൃദയമില്ല എന്നൊക്കെയാണ്, പക്ഷെ ചെറിയ ഹൃദയം എനിക്കുണ്ട്. I can cry for the stupidest things. So I think yesterday I was watching some stupid movie and I was crying full time. And when I say stupid, I'm saying I'll cry for Lion King. When Mufasa, is that Mufasa? When his father, Simba's dad, died, I was crying. That was one of the movies. Even for movies like Avatar and all, I cry. I'll tell you why Avatar because the world, you know, the earth coming together because of the call or whatever. I thought that was very touching. I can even cry for stuff like Iron Man, so I'm a wuss. Last time you said you loved someone. Oh, yo, I say that all the time to all my friends. If I'm on the phone, that is my last sign off. ഞാൻ ഫോൺ സംസാരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ I love you is a standard sign off. So bhagyam. I say that all the time. Last book you read. അയ്യോ കുറച്ച് നാളെ ഞാൻ വായിച്ചിട്ടില്ല അപ്പോൾ ആക്ച്വലി ദർ വാസ് എ ഫേസ് ഓഫ് മൈ ലൈഫ് ഞാൻ കുറച്ചധികം വായിച്ചിരുന്നു ഇടയ്ക്ക് പക്ഷേ പിന്നെ എനിക്ക് മടിയായി ലാസ്റ്റ് ബുക്ക് ഐ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് റീഡിങ് വാസ് ദാറ്റ് വാട്ട്സ് ഹിസ് ശിവ ട്രിലജി ഇല്ലേ അതിൻ്റെ ദ തേർഡ് വൺ ഐ റെഡ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി വെച്ചു പക്ഷെ ഭയങ്കര തിക്കായതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ മാറ്റി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് സൈഡിൽ സോ that is one of the last ones and I've been trying to another book I've been trying to I'm kind of into spirituality so ഞാൻ ആ ഒരു spiritual research നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് എന്താണ് സംഭവം എന്ന് കണ്ടെത്താൻ so I'm reading a little bit of religious books so if it's Christian religious books ആയാലും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഉപനിഷത്സിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഗൂഗിൾ ചെയ്യാണേലും അതെവിടെ കിട്ടണം എന്നൊക്കെ ഒരു സെർച്ചിലാണ് പക്ഷെ എല്ലാം ഭയങ്കര സൈസാണ് അതാണ് പ്രശ്നം വായിക്കാനുള്ള മടിയില്ല എനിക്ക് oh, the book you're currently reading on the next question. I think I've already answered it. The last book I read would be this religious thing. Last show you watched. I watched Boston Legal today, which I think is very cool. I like law. പൊതുവെ എനി ബുക്സ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു ഫിക്ഷൻ എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യമാണ് ബിക്കോസ് ജീവിതത്തിലെ സത്യങ്ങൾ കാണാനോ കേൾക്കാനോ എനിക്ക് അത്ര താല്പര്യമില്ല ബിക്കോസ് നമ്മൾ ഓൾറെഡി അത് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് വിത്ത് ആർ ലൈഫ് ബട്ട് ടു നോ തിങ്സ് ദാറ്റ് ആർ നോട്ട് പോസിബിൾ is why I like shows like that or television shows like that are fiction based but Boston Legal and legal shows എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടം I just like the possibility of a chance for survival and ചെറുപ്പത്തിൽ എൻ്റെ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹങ്ങളിൽ ഒരെണ്ണം അല്ല ആഗ്രഹങ്ങളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു was to become a lawyer because എല്ലാവരും പറഞ്ഞു I talk a lot so I'll do well that didn't happen last person you talked to last person I talked to ആരാ I don't know on the phone I don't know last person I spoke to I must have spoken to a lot of people today already I'll just get there I know I'm going out so maybe with the friend who's got to pick me up after this 4 o'clock so I spoke to him the relationship between you and the person you last texted who did I last text in Tammy last text yeah so I think it would be this person I'm going out with relationship is complicated very complicated but I'll let you know soon favorite food I think one of my favorites is ഞാനൊരു ട്രിപ്പൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞ് തിരിച്ച് നാട്ടിൽ വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടം വീട്ടിലെ ദോശയും അമ്മ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ചട്നിയുമാണ് ലൂസ് ചട്നി ബട്ട് അതർ ദൻ ദാറ്റ് എനിക്ക് ഭക്ഷണം ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളൊരു ആളാണ് സോ ഐ ലവ് ഈറ്റിംഗ് ലൈക്ക് ഗുഡ് സാലഡ്സ് I like anything. I can eat anything. But my favorite food would be ghar ka khana. If I can eat food, and Italian is my favorite cuisine. So cheese and bread all in the nallam, I'm very happy. So if it's a cannelloni or a lasagna or like a Fredo misti, fried seafood, I love it. So that's my number one pick where food is concerned when I'm traveling. Off late sushi ishtapettu I've been trying sushi a lot, so I like that. Place you want to visit. ഈ വർഷം ഞാനൊരു വലിയ ലിസ്റ്റ് തന്നെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ബിക്കോസ് 30 കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ ഭയങ്കര ട്രാവലിംഗ് ആയിരിക്കുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ തന്നെ എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു 32 ആയതുകൊണ്ട് I've decided I'm going to do it. So I did a little bit of traveling earlier on. I went to Kenya, which was one of my wish list ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലം. But the place I really want to go to would be, I think, because I'm a huge party girl, I want to go to Amsterdam. Because you know why? Who will explain that? I think I'd like to go to a place which is very free, and I'm somebody who believes that freedom restrict chedalalla kuda. How do I say this? If you try to restrict freedom, people do wrong things. So I really believe that openly available anengil adina crimes korayum. If things are not, then everything becomes illegal and people do the wrong things. Everything has to be monitored. So So Amsterdam definitely is one. Pinne, of course, like any true romantic, I want to do a full Europe Euro tour. So that I'll save for later in life when I have enough money to do it my way. A couple of months, maybe 3 months. I'm going to do a proper trip. That's, I think, a must do. Venice and all is top on that. Okay. Last place you were out of the house. Huh? Yesterday night I was at 4 of us friends were playing Uno till 3 o'clock. And I was still kids at heart. So I think last night I was at one of my friends' apartments, and I think ഒരു 9:30 ഞങ്ങൾ ഓസ്കറിന്റെ റീറൺസ് കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങിയ ഊനോ കളിയാണ്. അത് രാത്രി 2:30-3 മണി വരെ പോയി. ഞാനാണ് ജയിച്ചത്. So I'm very very happy to say that also. It's not bad because at 30-32 if you can still play Uno and have fun, you can imagine how much fun we have in our lives. Actually. Do you have a crush? Ayyo. ഈ പ്രായത്തിൽ ക്രഷ് മാത്രം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കാൻ നാണക്കേടാണ്. But yeah, I'm constantly crushing over anything that's any boy who's cute, who's sensible and funny. I like Hugh Jackman, I said, no? So my crush would be Hugh Jackman. I hope to turn to more than a crush. Unfortunately, he's married, but it shouldn't be a problem. Let's hope so. Last time you kissed someone, just a great thing. I kissed my dog earlier today. So that qualifies. It's a boy. Last time I was insulted, or maybe ippo on Facebook. Insulting is a common factor of my life. Other life ellarum avade oru right ആയിട്ട് എടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യമാണ്. എല്ലാവരും but on Facebook, on my page, if you look, I'm sure every minute, every second, insult after insult vandoondirikundavum. But you know what, an insult is only if I feel bad. So it's not a big problem because I look at all of that. Oh my God, ivarkku enne kurichu ezhudan samyam undallo. Usually namukku jeevithathil busy we don't have time. So I can't believe they have time to insult me even. I'm that important. That's good. Favorite flavor of sweet? I like caramel candies. So I think those are really nice. So caramelly taste stuff I like. What instruments do you play? Nothing. എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ സങ്കടം അതാണ്. ഐ ലവ് പീപ്പിൾ ഹു പ്ലേ ദ ഗിറ്റാർ ആൻഡ് ഡ്രംസ്. ഞാൻ ഗിറ്റാർ കുറച്ച് വീട്ടിലിരുന്നൊക്കെ തുടങ്ങി. പക്ഷേ അതിനുള്ള സ്കിൽ ഉണ്ടാവുക. സ്കിൽ ഐ തിങ്ക് നമ്മൾ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്താൽ പറ്റും. ബട്ട് സമ്മർ ആ ഒരു കമ്മിറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് എനിക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. സോ ഐ ഡോണ്ട് പ്ലേ എനി ഇൻസ്ട്രുമെൻറ്റ്സ്. ഫേവറേറ്റ് പീസ് ഓഫ് ജ്വല്ലറി? ഐ ഡോണ്ട് ലൈക്ക് ജ്വല്ലറി അറ്റ് ഓൾ. പിന്നെ ഫേവറേറ്റ് പീസ് എന്ന് പറയാൻ ഒന്നുമില്ല. ഐ ഹാവ് എ ലോഡ് ഓഫ് ജ്വല്ലറി. ഐ ഹാവ് എ കബേർഡ് ഫുൾ ഓഫ് ജ്വല്ലറി. സോ ഷോസിന് വേണ്ടി ആസ് എ പേഴ്സൺ ഐ ഓൺലി വെയർ മൈ സെക്കൻഡ് സ്റ്റഡ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഐ ലൈക്ക് റിങ്സ്. ബട്ട് ഓൺ മൈ ജ്വല്ലറി ആയിട്ട് പറയാൻ ഐ ഡോണ്ട് ഹാവ് എ ഫേവറേറ്റ് പീസ്. ലാസ്റ്റ് സ്പോർട്ട് യു പ്ലേഡ്? Uno. No. I swim. I mean വെയിറ്റ് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് സ്വിം ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊരു സ്പോർട്ടായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാമല്ലോ അല്ലേ? സോ സ്വിമ്മിങ് മേ ബി. Last song you sang? I love music, yeah. Music വളരെ ഇഷ്ടമാണ് എനിക്ക്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ കോൺസ്റ്റൻ്റ്ലി പാടിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരാളാണ്. But last song I sang on a mic must be day before yesterday. ഞാൻ ബാംഗ്ലൂരിലൊരു ഷോ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. സോ ആൾക്കാരെ എൻ്റർടൈൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഞാനൊരു പാട്ടൊക്കെ പാടി. That was Wo Pehli Baar from, I can't remember the name of the film, that film. Okay. Favorite chat-up line? Favorite chat-up line? I don't like anybody who uses a chat-up line. I like people who are quite straightforward and who can say, listen man, I think you're nice, can I take you out for a drink, or do you want to come party, or come for dinner, or come for a drive? Nere chodichal atrem happy. So no chat-up lines for me. Have you ever used it? Not at all. I've been very lucky that all the people have come towards and asked me. ഇതൊരു അങ്ങോട്ട് പോയി ചോദിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു അവസ്ഥ വന്നിട്ടില്ല. ഇനി വന്നാലും as I said, I'll be very direct. But I'm still, somewhere in my mind, I'm still that old girl. I want the guy to come to me. I don't want to go to the guy. Last time you hung out with anyone? Last night. I told you, we were playing Uno. Who should answer these questions next? Our code company. I think it's maybe one of our senior actors, yeah, who don't open up at all, or who are very serious. Maybe Lalit and Mamuka should answer them next. What do you say?